What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are checking out the BTC US dollar pair on the 15-minute chart. We broke out from this ascending wedge, a great call from Carl from the moon. This ascending wedge might be a little bit bigger, and the target is all the way down here. There is another bearish pattern that I want to show you. Also, we'll be talking about the bullish case scenario. We broke out from this bull flag, and we're having a nice bounce at this support area. This was called from one of the guys of the Bitcoinsensus team. We have the latest technical analysis here also, guys. So I'll be leaving a link in the description so you can check it out and you at the latest update of the technical analysis. We'll be checking out the Litecoin US dollar pair also. This inverse shoulder, head and shoulder that I mentioned yesterday might be still playing out. Be careful if you're using leverage trading, but if you're interested, make sure to use my link in the description of the PrimeXbt trading platform. If you use Bitcoinsensus 50 as promotion code, you'll be getting 50% in addition of what you deposit, guys. Any questions, let me know in the comment section. In this chart, we are going to compare the internet adoption curve with the Bitcoin adoption curve. If we continue with this trend, there's going to be 10 times more users in 4 years using Bitcoin, guys. All of this in today's episode. Make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe for coming updates. Let's go straight into the content. Hello there, Andy here, and welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus, where you subscribe for the quickest technical analysis and news on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the financial markets. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say. And if you do so, do your own research. And said this, let's go straight into the charts. All right, guys, taking a look at the 15-minute chart, we can see that we broke down from this ascending wedge, and we had a nice bounce here at this support area. As you can see, it was heavy support, and now we've had a great bounce at the $57,000 range. Now it is going to be very difficult to break this resistance area. We've had a huge red candle with a huge amount of volume, guys. So now getting above this resistance area is going to be very hard, in my opinion, unless we see a huge amount of volume breaking this resistance area at the $58,400 range. It is going to be very hard, okay? As you can see, it has been a major support area. Now it's going to turn into resistance right over here. What happens if we do not break this resistance area? Well, we could potentially be forming a shoulder, head and shoulder pattern. As you can see, we have the left shoulder here. We came all the way up here, forming the head, okay, and now we are bouncing again at this support area. We might be fighting this resistance area. We need to break to the upside here, okay, and if not, we are going to come back down and retest this support area. If we break down this support area, well, the measured move would be getting the head, guys, all the way down to the neckline, and from the breakout, guys, this could potentially take the Bitcoin price all the way to the $54,800 range, which is also the bottom here of this ascending wedge. We should be getting supported at this green box area because it has been major resistance in the past, as you can see right here and also right over here. Okay, we did manage to stay above here for a while. We did have a fake out and came back up here. So will this area hold? I don't know, but the measured move from this shoulder, head and shoulder pattern is all the way down here, which is also the lower part of this ascending wedge, guys. So it is looking a little bit bearish here in the short term. We might see this play out if we don't get above this resistance area and start coming down, guys. We could see this scenario playing out. So this is something to watch for the short term for the BTC US dollar pair. But the bullish case scenario, as you can see here, taking all of the lines off, we can see that this is the ascending wedge right over there. Okay, this was the ascending wedge, okay, right here. But I've taken this off so we can see the big picture here on the 1 hourly chart. We've broken out from this downwards channel, so we might get supported right here. We might come all the way forming the shoulder and break down and come and retest at these lower levels and then continue to the upside. But this is looking very bullish, guys. We're having a nice bounce here. We broke up and we're having nice support here. Now we had another wick down. We might come all the way down, wick down around this area and continue to the upside. if we cannot continue to the upside right now, this is another scenario. So it's still looking bullish in the mid long term. In the short term, we could actually still drop lower and still be supported by this resistance of this bull flag. Let's check out the Litecoin US dollar chart. Zoom in here on the 1 hourly chart for the Litecoin US dollar pair. We can see that this inverse shoulder, head and shoulder can actually still play out, guys. Be careful with high leverage, because if you use a lot of leverage, you can get wiped out immediately from the market. We talked about this descending channel, okay? Also, the width of the channel from the breakout would take us to the target right over there. We met the target, and usually when you meet a target from a pattern, it is hard to continue that trend. So we're just having a retracement now, and as you can see, we could still be playing out with this inverse shoulder, head and shoulder pattern, but there is just a lot of volatility, guys. Be careful if you're using leverage trading. So I do think that this will play out eventually in the immediate short term, guys. As you can see, this shoulder, head and shoulder pattern also had a huge amount of volatility here, as you can see right there. Okay, it looks like it is breaking out here. It looks like it is breaking out right here, but it still comes back up and retests the resistance and then breaks to the downside. And it actually met the target perfectly. If I get the head down to the neckline, okay, and from the breakout right over there, you know, we can see that we met the target from this shoulder, head and shoulder pattern. So this right over here, we might see some volatility. We have the left shoulder, the head, and now we might see, you know, this playing out, guys. You know, I do expect getting supported by this support area, as you can see. So be careful if you're using leverage, guys. If you use high leverage, you're going to get wiped out immediately. So I do think this will play out eventually in the immediate short term, maybe today, tomorrow, okay, forming this other shoulder. Unless we break down and retest this, you know, then this will be invalid, because we'll be going below this left shoulder, okay, guys. But if we get supported and come back here, this is going to be looking really good to place the trade, guys, for this long position for Litecoin US dollar. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is something really cool that I want to share with you guys, and this is the adoption curve, comparing the internet adoption curve here in the purple with the Bitcoin adoption curve here in the green. This was posted by Willy Woo on Twitter, and here we can see in 1997 there was 120 million internet users, okay, and it took 8 years to go to 1 billion users, okay, in 2005. So it grew 10 times in 8 years. And here in the green, we can see the Bitcoin adoption curve, okay, since its creation in earlier in 2008. We can see 2010, we can see the price here in the black, and here the adoption curve, okay, the number of users using Bitcoin. And in January 2021, there was registered 135 million Bitcoin users, okay, and if we continue this trend line to the upside, it's going to take 4 years to go from 135 million all the way to 1 billion Bitcoin users. Okay, it's going to take about 4 years if we continue this trend line. And here we can see the Bitcoin price also in the black. So knowing there is a fixed supply of 21 million, where do you think the price is going to be if there's 135 million users and there's going to be almost 10 times more users in 4 years or less? Guys, the price of Bitcoin is going to increase, guys. Look at the trend here. The price is increasing, the adoption is increasing. So it is very, very likely that we could see 500,000 Bitcoin by 2025, guys. So if the trend continues, the sky is the limit, guys. We can see the price of Bitcoin going up, the adoption curve going up. You cannot fight against these trend lines by Bitcoin for the future. Guys, this is going to be it for today's episode. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We've got great tutorials and reviews on how to buy, how to store, and how to trade Bitcoin safely. We've got the latest technical analysis and news, so I'll be leaving a link over the website in the description so you can check it out. And if you haven't seen my Bybit leverage trading tutorial video popping up on your screen, a massive thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash up the like button on your way out, and I'll see you in the next one.